Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to EVERSPACE. We're doing it again. Same deal. This time we're Rat Ear Jim. I don't think that anything could stop a guy who's made it through life being called Rat Ear Jim. You know, that is a dude with drive. I don't like any of that stuff. Let's reroll. And I don't like any of this stuff either. Bummer, man. I guess we'll take the Sensor Relay Mark II thing. I don't intend to keep a sensor relay, but it might be good at the very beginning of our run to help us find the materials to build the stuff we actually want to have. So make G and B forces attack the Okar. Reach Sector 2 without taking hull damage. We might be able to do that one. I'm not afraid to expend a couple of missiles to get it done. So, let's take a quick look at our buildables. We want to build a Mark III shield. What is that made of? Plasma, dark matter, dark energy, scrap, power cells, and processors. Quite a lot of dark matter is what that's made of. We also, I really like this weapon. I want it bad. So we need 13 dark matter in total. And quite a bit of dark energy. Okay. And we'll just, we'll hold with whatever we can find until... Oh hey, we started right next to a comm hub. Probably guarded by turrets? Probably more than one, if I had to guess. Wait. Where did that... There it is. It's right there. The moment I look away to open a thing, we drift into a view of the turret. That's not even a good thing. Alright. So I'm pretty disappointed about what happened last time. I have no idea what was up with the ARC 9000. Usually, the ARC 9000 never fires immediately. Usually I have to hold down the button for a second and you can see the little blue outline around it filling up like with some of the activatable stuff. But the ARC 9000 we had just would not fire last time. And I'm confident that if it had fired, we would have cleared out that ship. I don't think the situation we were in was untenable. And frankly, even without the ARC 9000, totally winnable, I think. I just have to play better. But man, it sure would have been nice if that super sweet weapon would have worked. Alright, so we're running with the same, with the leech thing again, but this time we also have plus 5% damage. You know, it's gotta help. Takes 1 or 2 shots off of what it takes to kill an enemy ship, that's valuable. Alright, well, that's all the comm hub revealed. It does look like a sector that is pretty low, or a node rather, that is pretty low on interesting looking stuff. Let's check this cluster of rocks over here, provided we can actually get out that far. I'm never quite sure where the edge of the playable area is, what stuff is actually like explorable and what stuff is just background. Given our current rate of approach, my suspicion is that this stuff is background. Well, maybe not. Yeah, okay, screw it, we're done here. We're done with this garbage heap. Man, there sure are a lot of rocks in outer space. I was under the impression that outer space was mostly empty. Seems like it's real full of rocks. Alright, we're going to want to hit as many service stations and traders as we can, because we need to find dark matter, and I really don't want to have to scoop it off of a singularity, you know? Okay, this node's looking a little bit busier, a little bit more exciting. Those outlaws are pretty far away. Let's grab this up first. Of course, we're still going to need lots and lots of crystal for upgrades. This is just little bits of loose ore. That's mineable ore, so it'll be a little bit more. I do wish that the ore coming out of the mining station would not show up on your map, because it's always just a single piece. Frankly, I would prefer it if my HUD did not get clogged up with that kind of garbage. Oh, I actually have no money. I have not picked up any credits. Okay, well, there's nothing interesting on sale anyway. Actually, I'll trade some compound for some power cells. I'm fine with that. I think power cells are a little bit rarer than compound is. Okay, so the G&B dudes have now exterminated those outlaws. I guess this challenge we have to make G&B and the Okar fight each other is completely trivial if you just equip the thing that makes the subroutine that makes G&B and the Okar hostile to each other. And also, I suspect we are never, ever, ever going to get the, what is over there? Mineable ore. I suspect we are never, ever, ever going to get the challenge for luring somebody into a black hole. Although, I guess this is maybe a good time to try it, since we're probably going to have to, do a scoop on some resources outside a black hole. Why am I the first target? Oh, that's right. The Okar don't actually care about G&B at all, that's why. Well, I did just fail a challenge. But you know, that one's going to be really easy. Whenever we actually want to get it, we'll just start in Sector 2 and voila. Oh hey, there's actually an interior to this. Let's see if there's any, Nope, no loose containers floating around in here, it looks like. I like the fact that the tunnels that have been bored in rock instead of occurring pretty much naturally have a lot of debris and stuff in them. That's a cool little touch. Alright, where's that? I saw a small amount of fuel somewhere, and now I've lost it. There it is. It's quite a bit further away than I remembered it being. I gotta say, these first couple of nodes have not been so great for resource hoarding. I think we're gonna grab this and bail out. I hope there's a glyph or subroutine that lets you start a little bit further in. Because, like, starting in Sector 2 is a... I get what they're going for, but it's not actually going to save you very much time or danger. Because it really doesn't take very long to get through Sector 1. Outlaws, outlaws, outlaws. Single G&B fighter. Alright. Start with this guy. I really do like the way that you can, there's like a trail of hit effects when you use a high fire rate weapon against an enemy that's like trying to fly lateral to you. That little trail of "you're doing it right" signals. It's nice, that feels good. Let's go mess some dudes up, right? I can have weapon overdrive for this one, but also it looks like he doesn't have any drones, so... He does have some backup. Would you just... Alright, how is this one upgraded? Range mod? I don't think that's worth taking up a slot. Come on. Boosters, go! Hey, I got the killing blow. That means this is mine. Get out of here. Alright. So, turrets, huh? Well, you know what that means. It's probably something of value. Neither one of those is actually very exciting. Where'd that plasma field go? Oh, did I actually fly that far away from it? I guess that gel was pretty far out. Alright, what does it take to build an energy core extension? I do not remember. That's something I'll want as well, I'm sure. Hell, I kind of want it already. It's not that hard to build a time extender. Okay, we're just a couple of processors off of this one. This is like 50%. Yeah, it's like 50% more effective than the Mark 1. We're getting a lot of really good blueprints, which in theory should translate to us having more consistently great runs. I do have to stop playing like a total scrub lord in order for that to work out, though. So I guess we'll see, is what I'm saying. You know, listen, space is hard. Space is a harsh place. Everybody out here is mean. Nobody wants to let me into their little club. To say nothing of the cuisine. Although I actually do kind of like freeze-dried ice cream. Yeah, man. These nodes are just empty, dude. Well, we definitely got more materials and stuff here than we did at the last two. Maybe even at the last two combined. We're going to take these real early nodes pretty quickly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time like searching the nooks and crannies. Because I want to get to the place where all the rewards are, man. Hell yeah, a huge amount of crystal. That looks like an entrance. Alright, that was pretty great. That's a good start. Unfortunately, I don't really want to expend any of our crystals just yet because I don't want to craft upgrades to pieces of gear that I intend to just dump in the near future. The weaving, man. They never get used to the weaving. Oh yeah, somebody pointed out to me that I'm thinking two-dimensionally with my weaving, and that actually it's much more effective if you weave in a box rather than just back and forth, because you don't have that moment where you have to cross back over their line of fire, and that is a really good point. I had to try to remember to do that. Although I guess I said the problem was that I was thinking two-dimensionally, and a box is still actually a two-dimensional figure, but you know what I mean. My current dodging style, like most of my flying and also my personality, is very one-dimensional. So we can go all the way up to two if we just put in a little bit of effort. Well, at least we're getting a lot of raw resources. Actually, I can probably build a time extender and start working on that, right? Because that is very helpful. I am too old and slow-witted to play this game at full speed. Do I just have the Mark 1 timing? Yeah, so we may as well just make this. And then we can spend some crystal upgrading this. Alright, what else looks promising? There's actually a lot of stuff here. Although, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't 100% remember which parts of the asteroid field that I've been to. At the moment, there's something to shoot at. All of my ability to keep the map in my head just kind of flies out of my head. Listen, if you wanted somebody to record this eloquently, you should have sent a poet. This is just a fuel transport, right? It's not that we don't need fuel. There's a fighter and a light fighter over there. Should I just go for it? I mean, we're in pretty good shape here. If we surprise the fighter, this might be doable. Let's steal some fuel. Nah, you know what? I don't care that much about fuel. I guess we're pretty low. Maybe I should care, but I'm not going to risk our life for that just yet. I'm sure times will get desperate enough soon. For now, we're basically fine. Alright, a little bit of assistance. Certainly welcome. Wow. Good eye, dudes. Looking out. Yeah, that upgrade that makes G&B just randomly show up and murder dudes for you sometimes, I think has turned out to be well worth the investment. Now let's deal with this guy first, because he's a little closer. So there's probably going to be functional turrets on that thing. I'd like to not get too close to it. Not until we, you know, get the fighting out of the way here. Oops, I hit tab while trying to switch weapons. I can't really tell, and unfortunately, the IFF targeter is lousy at picking up turrets, so I really do have to use my eyes. But it looks like we may have cleared this out entirely. Oh good, nanobots. You guys, I've become so blasé about everything. Do you remember when I used to be excited about nanobots? Now I can't even remember what it's like to be happy. Come on, just getting a little closer. These Okar dudes have so much shield. Oh, that's an elite. Howdy. Okay, I'm a little concerned. Shield booster up. I'm definitely having some trouble even getting missiles through. I'd love to just spend a bunch of missiles and make sure this gets done, but there's enough fire coming at me. It's actually fairly difficult. Alright, Got one more. Jeez. I guess I just didn't notice. These guys must have jumped in right on top of me. Well, I definitely think I'm a little bit better at defensive maneuvers and stuff. Because there was a time not that long ago when that many enemy ships jumping in on top of me would have just killed me. I can definitely feel that I'm improving. And the leech ability has meant that we ended that scuffle with quite a lot of health. Which is pretty lucky. I mean, I guess it's not lucky, but it's a good thing. It's pretty much a good thing. Plasma Mine Mark III. Well, that is a pretty good mine. You know what? I wonder, higher ranked stuff, things that are like Mark II and Mark III, I wonder if they deconstruct into more materials or better materials or whatever, because like, if we could deconstruct some things into dark matter and dark energy, that would be pretty fantastic, actually. There's at least one container left because I still have the mark. Here we go. Okay, I really don't love the scattergun, honestly. I might even just uninstall it so I don't have to remember to switch past it when changing weapons. For a second I couldn't figure out which one was the mineable ore. Yeah, the little circle that indicates it is a little bit light in color and sort of blends into the sunlight on the rock face. So I did not, no, I did not get an access key from the Elite. That's a shame. Wow, 9 crystal, that's pretty good. We should probably not try to get the container. Let's just get out of here. Yep, there's the red triangles there, jumping in right behind us. And there's all the sensor beeps as they detect us. Alright. Yeah, I think, Leech. Leech is really, really good. I'm very pleased with it. Alright, let's get ready. These guys are coming this way. So it looks like 2 fighters in the Elite. Starting on the Elite first. Here. No, this one. There we go. There's too many buttons on my damn ship. Alright, we got an access key that time. Ooh, I managed to stop just short of hitting that rock. And given that I lost my shields to enemy fire right as that happened, it's a pretty good thing I didn't actually make the collision. Yeah, the scattergun is making things worse. Let's just salvage it. The slot being empty is way better. Because I am not remembering quickly enough to switch weapons one extra time, and it's causing me to miss shots I would otherwise be getting. We're completely full on nanobots, and we can't really make any nano injectors, right? Because I need to save my dark matter, so we'll just have to do without. Come on, trader. Tell me you've been to a singularity. He has indeed, and that's actually a really good deal. What is a nano extractor? Is this a thing that I know what it is? Hold up. No, I know about injectors and kits. What do you want for that? 700 money? I'll do that. It's a consumable. Damages a random ship component to repair your hull. Oh. No thank you. That doesn't sound good at all. I mean, actually, we can just repair the component, though. You know what, let's take it. Hopefully we will not have to use it. We'll drop, like, the damage limiter. I actually use the shield boosters. I occasionally remember to actually use the shield boosters. Okay. Not bad. Got a lot of dark energy there, which is important. We needed some. We still need dark matter. I can't remember whether the... Oh, this is not the weapon I want for this. I can't remember whether the gray goo enemies give us dark energy or dark matter when they die. Hopefully it's dark matter. Alright. Do I think that there's anywhere in this minefield that could have additional loot? Containers or something. Doesn't really look like it. Alright, let's just navigate back out of here. It kind of doesn't look like there's anything else of value going on. Let's go see what these guys are up to. I'm not going to rob the fuel transport, I don't think. Although I guess there is only one fighter. But we know that there's a service station at the next node, don't we? We can just buy fuel there. And we really don't want the service station to be hostile. Yeah, so you know what? I think we're good. Service station could have some dark matter, you know? So you have to remember to intentionally go toward natural hazards on this run. Huh, that was lucky. You jumped in right on top of this.
More credits.
What am I getting pinged by? Is it these guys? It is these guys. That's right. You know what? I see the red triangles by the yellow triangles, and I just assume that they'll fight. But that's right. I actually kind of wish that the Okar and the Outlaws did not have the same appearance on the HUD. Alright, well, new blueprints. Not ones I'm terribly likely to use, but something, I guess. Whoa. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see. Definitely doing this. Don't need repairs. Well, I'll buy crystal. Hell, I'll buy ore. He's buying dark matter. No, that's okay. That's okay, I'll keep it. Alright, let's go check out this outlaw base. Oops. That's the wrong weapon. Alright, processors, that's good. I think we still need those. We probably have the materials to upgrade this thing the rest of the way, right? We do not. We are actually short scrap.
Multiple hostiles incoming.
You know, I doubt they are. Oh, okay. Apparently they're going to handle the base for me. So they even have a chance to spawn just when you engage turrets. That's pretty cool. And maybe I should have checked this place out before buying all that fuel. It is now striking me that we might end up full on fuel. Ah. Okay. Scattergun that I don't actually want. Nano kit's a nice thing to have. I mean, plasma mines do a lot of damage. I don't think we need this as much as we need the extractor or the other stuff that we're packing. Ooh, now that we need. Is that better than a shield booster? Or should I take it over the nano extractor? I'm not... I'm pretty torn here. Also, my phone is... Well, hold on, everybody. I'm going to be super rude. And just check my text messages in the middle of the recording, because nobody ever texts me, and who knows, that might be important. I might have won a sweepstakes. Right? Publishers Clearinghouse probably doesn't come to your house anymore with a check. Who uses physical objects, right? What's going on here? Okay. My phone is old as hell. And it wants to die. I can tell. Every time somebody tries to... My phone is so old that messages that contain pictures are referred to as new media messages. And every time somebody sends me one, which is what just happened, the whole phone just like locks up for 20 seconds while it desperately tries to figure out what to do with that. I think we'll just swap these. Listen, before you judge me too harshly, I never talk to anybody on the phone, and also, I don't have to pay any money for this phone's contract, so... I don't feel too bad about it. Also, these G&B guys are remarkably... what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know, not thorough. Remarkably not thorough. What, do they blow up one turret and then just leave? Lazy. We're probably going to want to get above this a little bit so we can actually hit it. Ah, man. Where'd this guy come from? Where did these guys come from, rather? Ooh, mainframe override Mark II. That is a useful blueprint. At this point, we're getting kind of spoiled for choice, honestly. We are able to build so many good and powerful things. Yeah, I don't know where those dudes came from. I feel like the ship used to make a noise when we picked up that somebody was jumping in on us, and that it does not do that anymore. Alright, let's grab these and get out of here. We need to go fight something. We need to go fight a lot of small somethings. Where's a swarm of, what do you call it? Swarm fighters. Where's a swarm of swarm fighters? I couldn't think of the word swarm, despite the fact that I had literally moments earlier used it to describe them. Trying to be as energy efficient as possible while fighting here. Until that moment where I gave up. But everything worked out. It's fine. Okay, there's a plasma field over here. There's a lot of stuff going on here. That looks like a base of some kind. I mean, I guess so does this, huh? I'd really like to find a place to use this access key. Thing is burning a hole in my pocket. Okay, well, we saw right there what exactly happened last time. It was just that it took the outlaw base that long to scramble its defensive fighters. I guess maybe they only actually come out once you get close to the entrance. See, if I were a defensive force protecting a base, I would scramble the moment the base defenses got attacked, so that while I was defending them, I would have lots of backup. But I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not a professional outlaw. I'm sure these guys know what they're doing. Alright, well, we've got a lot of parts. We just need the dark matter to make things work. Okay, that one's a little bit more interesting. That might be worth the spot, actually. The thermogun is best against shields, although its shield DPS is considerably lower than the pulse laser. You know what, honestly, I think we'll just aim. Like, the homing projectiles are cool and everything, but the price you pay for them in damage is way too high. We can just be good at shooting stuff and not have to take that damage penalty. Besides, aiming is fun, like I'm always saying. Oh, I accidentally switched to the thing. I don't really love the controls that have you just... What is this? Well, I guess it's fine. We're probably not actually going to upgrade our Gatling gun any, so whatever. I really don't love the controls that have you just pressing a button that is toggle through all of your available weapons, because it means that I sometimes don't select the weapon I like. Or the weapon I want. I don't know if it would be better to have like each weapon assigned to a keyboard key, so that I always select the one I intend to select, or what, but... Maybe the best thing to do would be for me just to adjust. You know, sometime in the first maybe 20 hours of playing the game? Wouldn't that be good? Nah. Okay. Have we picked up enough stuff to buy another duration? Actually, I'm going to buy a cooldown mod as well. Or maybe an energy consumption mod, because I am driving the energy cost of this thing up. Yeah, let's do that. I seem to get caught without any energy a fair amount. It's probably because I'm just driving up all the costs of all my stuff and never worrying about my energy. Okay, this looks promising. There could be a an access key door somewhere in here. Although this is a little bit more burned out than they usually are when they have stuff left in them. Damn it. There we go. Does it feel like we're finding a lot of nanobots this run? Just like a huge number of them. An unusual... Ow. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. As I was saying, just like a really large number of nanobots. Huh. Discharges all of your energy to create a radial blast around the ship. I don't like being in that close to things. I mean, we've been getting in that close to fight, but, like... Do I want to just blast all my energy at people? I don't think so. We need our energy for stuff like living. And it doesn't seem to me that it would be very difficult to accidentally not get quite close enough, and then blow all your energy, and then be miserable. Alright, I think it's time to swap this. Thanks, Sensor Relay, you have been a peach. The time for mind control has come. So... There's a small amount of gas over there. I guess probably we should just leave, huh? That seemed perfectly sensible. By the way, not to keep you guys in suspense too much, the picture that I was texted was from Elise. It was a picture of a bird that looks a lot like a bird that she has seen around our apartment. And she was texting to ask me if I thought it followed her to work. Because that's Elise all over. That might be the most Elise thing that has ever happened to me. Okay, this looks not great. On the plus side, the energy storm knocked out this guy's shields like right away. Alright, one down. Oh, the downside is that my shields are also in grave danger. Alright. Well, you know what?
Enemies in range.
Yeah. What else is new? I'm saying I don't think the thermogun's all that great, but also, every time I accidentally switch to it, it does completely destroy the shields of the thing I'm firing at before I realize that I've accidentally switched to it. So maybe it's fine. Oh my god, die! You're close enough that I can hear that I'm hitting you. Just die already. I'm real low on health. Use now. Okay. That is a comm hub, not the jump suppressor, but it will probably show me where the jump suppressor is. Come on, work. Did I get him? I don't think I got him. Oh wait, is it still... Okay. It hadn't actually finished yet. Yeah. Sudden sideways dashes seem to be pretty effective. As far as avoiding attacks from enemies that I'm not actually looking at. Okay. Shield generator damage. Not acceptable. That's got to get fixed. Okay. Easy components. Nothing expensive. Are we good? We're good now. I don't think I see any other contacts. Ooh, boy, that was something. Oh. Really, engine damaged instantly. Okay, also no fancy components. Jesus. Do I want to use my access key this way? The turrets are really, really good at timing their attacks to hit exactly as lightning hits me and removes my shields. And that is very annoying. I would like it to stop. I'm just going to use this one right now. Okay, new cool blueprint. The jump suppressor's right over there, by the way. Oh, what is this? Who invited you? That's the wrong gun. There we go. I'll tell you what, man, these lightning fields really stress me out. The constant sounds of combat are actually kind of really annoying. It's very difficult for me to know when stuff is actually coming and when I'm in danger. An enhanced scattergun. I don't know, man. The scattergun just seems like a bad gun. The flat cannon kind of does the same thing, right? But the flat cannon just seems a lot better. And even so, I don't super love the flat cannon. I think it's fine. Okay, a blueprint for the nano extractor. That could be cool. Alright, I don't know how much time we have left. It took quite a while to clean that up. So we better explore quickly here. Well, I suppose it's not a surprise, but man, we sure haven't found any dark matter. Mineable ore. Alright, well. I guess it doesn't matter which one we go to. My suspicion is that we will need to bail out of here before we get them both. Yeah, screw this. Alright, well... there's a natural hazard of some kind down here. We're probably not that likely to find dark matter at a trader. But also that natural hazard could be anything. We don't know that it's a singularity. So are the odds of us finding dark matter on a trader better than the odds of that disaster having been a singularity? I have no idea. Okay. It's an outlaw drone carrier, so maybe we'll get lucky and G&B will want to come in and assist. Alright.
Oh boy.
Actually, this might be a good use case for the thermo gun, but honestly, these things are close enough to us that it's easy to... Missiles, missiles, missiles! Alright. Ooh. Okay, wow, okay. Alright, computer. Take it easy. Hold on a second, just take a deep breath. Damage booster Mark II, that's okay. This thing is real good. Yeah, so slightly better in most ways. It consumes a little bit of extra energy. Oh, no, wait. Swap. There we go. Also a fair amount of scrap. We ended up using a ton of missiles there, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about our missile supply. Alright, so as we're getting further in here, we're starting to encounter some real enemies. Let's, after we trade, let's take a moment and assess our buildables. Nothing really great. Actually, a shock rifle is pretty nice to find. It's a lot of power cells. But I'll take it. We'll also refill our fuel. So let's go ahead and drop the thing here. There's a lot of processors, or a lot of power cells, but it's certainly a lot cheaper than building it myself in terms of, like, good resources. And we are actually experiencing quite a glut of power cells at the moment, so... Alright. We can make a Mark II shield. We are still short, yeah, a lot of stuff. And if I wanted to build... We do have enough gear to make the fusion blaster. I really had a lot of... I had a good time using this weapon last time. So let's put it in over the pulse laser. Yeah, I think that makes sense. This is a good weapon. Or maybe not objectively good, but in any case, I like it a lot. This is a weapon that I like a lot. Okay. Lots of G&B mining facilities, not terribly valuable to me. That rock might be big enough to have an interior. In fact, that looks like it might be an entrance, although it also might just be a shadow. It's not a real entrance, though. Here we go. This looks a little more promising. Alright, so obviously I'm basically just trying to rebuild what we had going last run, except a little bit more so. You know what, we'll stay and fight. Let's find out what we got here. Behind this guy. Not behind him enough. There we go, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's just a fun gun to use. Shield charge drones, it turns out, do not recharge shields fast enough to make the person survive fusion cannon fire. Fusion blaster, rather. Yeah, I don't know what it is. This gun is just... I don't know if it's the sound or what, but this gun is just more satisfying to use. Something about it feels really good. I am definitely a person who will sometimes use a worse option in a game if the option feels better in some kind of like indefinable way. Alright, I think that was pretty much all of our existing dark matter though. So we're gonna have to find quite a lot to go up to. Oh! Hey, look at that. Look who it is. We're gonna have to get pretty close to him, unfortunately. You know what? We can start up with the shock rifle. Compel them to come closer so that they can deal damage to us. Or actually, they're just gonna fight G and B. That works fine for me. Okay, the G and B ship, the big one, jumped out. Dark energy, damn. Yeah, so dark matter's like pretty hard to come by. And this is kind of what I figured. Back when we first saw dark energy, I think I may have made a comment to this effect that I bet that the dark energy is used for like... It's just used for something we don't know about yet. Okay. I'm being shot at by something else. Somebody is an opportunist. Because we definitely got attacked by a laser at some point there. These things, they have a lot of interesting traits, but they do not fire lasers as far as I'm aware. It's possible that whatever... It was probably these guys. Okay. Makes sense. God, it is real hard to argue with the damage output of this weapon. Can kill scouts while they're doing that run without letting them get past us first, which is something that the other weapons that I use commonly do not have the ability to do. Alright, well, we got a lot of dark energy to work with now. Oh, hey, where'd you come from? Okay, we can do this. I have to get real close, though. I might have to build some real weapons, or some better missiles. Actually, we have corrosion missiles. Those will be good. Yeah, the Fusion Blaster M6A with weapon overdrive is just... That's just a great weapon. The drone showed up a little bit too late to save his capital ship. Did I one-shot him? Oh, front shield generator Mark II. Next time we go back to the gunship, our gunship run is going to be super, super good. I have a pretty good feeling about that. Okay, we should finish scooping up the dark energy and get over to the service station. Make sure we actually get the benefit of that. So we've been screwing around over here for quite some time. More fighting. Okay. Start with this guy. Alright, are we clear? Oh, I see one more. Okay, they got him. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, there we go. Nothing really fascinating, but, I mean, it's pretty much always worthwhile to trade money. We have a lot of ore. We do not need to buy ore. May as well. Fuel tank is full, as ever, man. Seems to be the way of things. Yeah, let's not mess with it. Let's just get out of here. I probably could have made it to one of those plasma fields and then charged the jump while sitting in the plasma. Maybe. Another service station, huh? I think this combat may be resolved by the time we get there. Okay, actually we're getting kind of a lot of enemy incoming, so why don't we try to steal one of these scouts. And it takes forever for this thing to work. Okay, I do believe that that was a failure sound. Ooh. Kind of flashbanged myself a little bit there. Oh, no, wait, that's the wrong ship. There we go. Here's the bad guy. Oh, crap. I think we killed all of the outlaws really quickly there, and now it's just Okar, which means that G&B is going to leave us to fight them. Okay. Well, we ended up sustaining very little net damage there. Nope, nothing interesting. Well, let's buy all the things we can buy for money. Actually, ore for crystals, totally worth it. May as well buy a tiny amount of repairs and a tiny amount of fuel. Because money may as well be infinite. And hey, that looks like a place where we might be able to use this access key. We do have, yeah, we do have one. Maybe not. This looks awfully burned out. Well, actually, there's a door over there that's still locked. That turret is on the outside. Okay, got the drop on me a little bit there. Sensory overload subroutine. Alright, the door needs to stop cycling. It's very annoying. What else did I pick up there? Oh, an Arc 9000 came out of that box. Well, that's pretty cool. Provided that I can manage to get the thing to fire this time. There's actually another room over here, which unfortunately we cannot access. Okay. That was pretty good, though. We got a subroutine. I did not see what it was called, because I am too lazy. I think we're past the halfway point on those, right? And we got an Arc 9000 that hopefully will get us out of the situation that ended our last run, should we encounter it again. Alright, we probably need to get going, though. Well, the progress, though, is pretty undeniable. Used to be, I was like, man, if we could just make it to Sector 4 once so we could get those loadouts. Now I make it to Sector 4 every time, pretty much. Almost every time. Generally with, like, a pretty okay loadout, and we're getting there. Okay, they're fighting some outlaws, it looks like. It's a perfect time for me to just drop in from behind and ruin everything. God, this is a good gun. Okay. I accidentally used the override, the mainframe override on this drone, but you know what? If it works, it works. Come on. There we go. I didn't even realize that it could happen on drones. Kind of assumed it would only go on ships. Because there is a drone override for that. It's really fast. Taking excellent advantage of his speed and maneuverability. Okay, a damage booster Mark II over our current collectibles? No, I don't think so. There's already so much combat loot debris. Also, this stuff that was in the middle of the mine field to start with. But still, we have not seen a single source of dark matter. Just gotta weave through these mines pretty carefully. I don't know what keeps pinging me, but it needs to stop. Go away! Do you have better things to do? Why don't you go harass G&B or something? Yeah, sure, use now. I should probably build some missiles. Oof, alright. We're definitely not swapping that in. Actually, you know what? That might have been smart to pick up over the Gatling. Man, what is it about this garbage field that has all of the ships in the sector so very upset? I feel like G&B kind of owes me. I'm always saving their dudes. But then a handful of Okar show up and they're just like, oh, it's none of my business. Guys, how about some loyalty? Okay, I thought I was flying toward wreckage, but in fact, that is mining lasers. So I guess maybe we're done here? Hold on, let me build some missiles. There, we'll sit on these. Not have our Arc 9000 in a place where I could easily fire it accidentally. So the next upgrade I really want, I feel like we're in a good place offensively. The next thing I really want is to get that Shield Mark III finished. And I think this is where we're going to have to call it for today. Against maybe my better judgment, I'm planning to travel through this line of high-risk nodes in the hopes that this will be a singularity. We'll be able to get some stuff going. Hopefully, that's going to turn out okay. Come back next time to see if I am an idiot. Spoilers, probably yes. And we'll see you then.